Welcome to Turnpike Sports. I am Dave Weishuttle, and as always, I am joined by my producer and co-host, Doug Weishuttle. Doug, how you doing?
Doing good. New day for Turnpike Sports to be released. We're experimenting with a new day and time.
Yep.
See how that goes. We have a few things planned for the upcoming NFL season, so we're moving it ahead and during the week. So, we'll see exactly where we are. I mean, we always seem to have a lot of things going on each week in terms of esports, sports betting, and maybe a weekend time will actually work for this.
Yeah, no, if people like it, hey, email us and let us know. So what's the email they can send us?
info@turnpikesportsradio.com.
Great. And we're back. We're well rested from a great Ice North America in Boston, Massachusetts, put on by Clarion Gaming. Boy, they do a great show.
Great job for the first time in the United States,
Yep.
and we'll recap it in the second half of the show.
What's their next one, in Amsterdam or something like that? Or
They have a affiliate thing in Amsterdam. Yeah.
Wow, boy, that's great. Well, like I said, it was a busy week, so let's take a ride on the Turnpike. And today's trip down the Turnpike is brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now, there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
Exit 1.
Okay, we're hitting the sports betting update with a whole bunch of things that have just happened.
Yeah, boy, it just exploded. I wonder if it's that time of year when people want to get their, the news cycle right before the holiday kind of, I don't know, kind of call it a holiday season. Does summer have a holiday season? You got Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, that's about it.
Well, you got 4th of July, but it's some pretty interesting stuff.
Besides the normal business stuff that comes out regarding sports betting, we had another media company making a sports betting deal with ESPN, inking a sports betting content deal with Caesars.
It should be good.
And it's not just actual content and programming. They're actually building a physical studio in the Link in Las Vegas.
Which is great. It's Caesars is such a great brand, and hopefully, they'll come east because Caesars has some stuff in Atlantic City, and
Caesars has properties all across the country.
So hopefully that this builds into a much bigger thing.
Well, according to the deal, the Link studio, the ESPN branded studio at the Link, I guess that's how you're supposed to phrase it, will be the hub of all ESPN sports betting content.
Okay.
So it may go, they may have a traveling studio at time for different sports books, but this will be the centerpiece of the sports betting deal for ESPN.
Should be really interesting.
Yeah, and they're going to do programming related to sports betting coming out of the Link. They're going to have daily wager segments from the Link, and the official data will be provided by Caesars for all their programming.
That is such a big thing of any deal, the data or data, wherever you're listening from.
Exactly. And, it's going to be across the board ESPN and Caesars. Because it's going to be the channels, the broadcast channels, but also the app.
I was watching on ESPN the Arena Football League. I was watching the Atlantic City Blackjacks, and I forgot who they were playing. The Washington Valor. And
what a name, the Valor.
The Washington. By the way, congratulations to the Washington Valor. Apparently, they won the championship last year. They had the banner raising ceremony there, which was an interesting thing to watch.
That's another one of Ted Leonsis' teams.
Yeah, no, who's big in sports betting. He wants to really get involved with sports betting even more. But the announcers, I forgot their names. They made reference to sports betting. They were talking about the over/under, and they were talking about the point spread, and
Well, remember they made the deal with DraftKings.
No, absolutely, yeah. DraftKings was all over it. So I guess you can bet on Arena Football
only through DraftKings.
Only through DraftKings.
I don't know about the physical sports books.
I was looking around on FanDuel. They didn't have it.
FanDuel,
I was looking around
PointsBet, Sugar House. None of those have it.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't see on the and these were mobile.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if brick and mortar are different. Probably not. But no, it was good for ESPN, and I think they're really embracing the sports betting. I think it's becoming big. I think the leagues are noticing what a moneymaker it could be, and I'm glad that ESPN is getting involved because they're such a great source of information for everything.
And you mentioned the AFL. I wonder if the NFL is waiting to see how the AFL works with the sports betting before they start making maneuvers into doing things. Because if they make a deal with the sports betting entity, they got to incorporate it into their programming somehow.
Yeah.
And the AFL may be the good proving ground.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the AFL, I was looking to see who was offering that, what sports books were offering the AFL, and I couldn't find any. So,
well, the AFL
I guess it was only
deal with
DraftKings.
Continuing with the sports betting update, we had both New Jersey and Pennsylvania released their numbers, and boy, what a difference between the two.
What we were just talking about, the mobile sports betting, you're going to hear. Well, Doug's going to give the numbers, so you're going to hear the difference. The numbers with mobile betting and without mobile betting from two different states. So it's very interesting.
Well, we'll start with the mobile betting state, which is New Jersey. The handle for April was $313.7 million, and $254 million of that handle came from online sports betting.
So that's, was that over 80%?
Just around 81%, something like that.
That's absolutely amazing.
And total revenue that was brought in was $21 million, a little over $21 million.
Now,
that's New Jersey.
Now I know Pennsylvania came out. Now Pennsylvania is, as we speak right now, they're non-mobile sports betting. Only brick and mortar in Pennsylvania. Show with the different numbers.
Total handle for April for Pennsylvania, and this is a non-mobile sports betting state.
Yep.
$36.76 million.
That's the handle.
10 times less.
Compared to New Jersey, whose handle was $313.7 million.
10 times less than New Jersey, if you want to look at it that way. And revenue was $4.2 million.
Okay.
That's pathetic compared to...
Well, it's not. Well, it's $4.2 million that they wouldn't have had if they didn't have sports betting. But look, that's all going to change pretty soon, and I'm very curious to see Pennsylvania pre-mobile sports betting and after mobile sports betting.
Well,
I want to see what the difference is.
Speaking of mobile sports betting, Parks has told the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board that they will be launching online sports betting in June.
June, okay. Look at that.
So you may see an
Weeks
uptick
away
in some of the numbers in terms of revenue. But you also have another brick-and-mortar casino getting a license for sports betting in Pennsylvania, Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
So you're going to have, see.
And Mohegan Sun, that's the physical
Pocono
location.
Pocono Down.
Is Pocono, okay.
And they'll be the 7th casino in the state to get a sports betting license.
All right.
You've got, like I said, you got Parks doing the mobile sports betting in June. You got Presque Isle Downs Casino in Erie also has a license. They expect to open their sports betting, their sports book soon. And Mount Airy Casino is applying for a license.
Okay, so June seems to be the target for a lot of people in Pennsylvania.
So you might start seeing a shift in some of the numbers. I don't know if you can beat New Jersey right now. I think Pennsylvania will be interesting to see how much it ramps up their revenue figures and all that.
Pennsylvania's a huge state. So, I'd like I said, I'd be interested to see pre and post mobile sports betting the numbers in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and Jersey is proving mobile is king. And
I get these experts on when I interview them for another radio show we do. They see New Jersey and these states are coming out with these proposals for sports betting, and they don't include mobile sports betting, which I think is crazy. I'm trying to figure out, they see New Jersey, they see how well it's doing with mobile sports betting, and yet they don't have it in the proposed legislation, which is shocking to me. But it's shocking to a lot of people, by the way.
Well, speaking of mobile,
yep.
The last two topics here for the sports betting update exit. BorgataSports.com has launched.
Yay! I love Borgata. Borgata is like, if you're ever in New Jersey and Atlantic City, go to Borgata. You have to take a look at Borgata.
And it's one of those things where it's going to be a shared wallet between their online casino and online poker room,
which is good,
with the online sportsbook. So if you have a Borgata account for online, you can actually go ahead and start playing around with Borgata Sports.
Which I do have an account with Borgata. I play a lot on Borgata Poker, so I guess I don't have to sign up for the Borgata mobile sportsbook. So nope. I'm already
there. You just go ahead and log in, and it's the same wallet. You don't even have to deposit different money.
All right, look at that.
And according to the press release that we got from Borgata themselves, you're going to be able to do the same types of sports bets in the physical book on the online sports book. Straight bets, parlays, futures, a whole lot more, they say.
I can't wait for the physical book. I mean, it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and they're starting to fall in line with everything else, too, because I know a lot of the different online sports books tried different things, but they're going to be doing in-game betting, boosted parlays, all that stuff, multiple deposit methods, which helps a lot now because I know some banks still don't like doing the online gambling situation.
That's got to change with more states coming online and more states getting sports betting. They're going to,
And staying with the mobile...
banks are going to fall in line.
Staying with the mobile sports betting topic here, Tennessee, which is going to be the first mobile-only state.
Which is interesting. Very interesting. Is this a lottery thing? Is this the lottery? Is it run by the lottery, or is this totally something different?
But it will officially be legalized May 24th. It's not being signed into law. The governor is letting it pass into law.
Yeah.
It's sitting on his desk, basically, and I don't think he wants to annoy some of his constituents that are against
so he's just going to let
betting.
it go.
Yeah, which it just dragged it out a little bit. He could have signed it, and it would have been already enacted.
Yeah, well, he was almost courageous.
He did the political maneuver, and you got to respect him for that.
That's fine.
Exit 2.
Going over to esports, we had a whole lot of things happen with esports. Riot Games, which is the publisher for League of Legends, they are creating a standalone governing body for collegiate League of Legends esports.
See, that's great. Everything's. We've had people on from college esports, and it's just becoming another sport for the NCAA. I think it's going to be like football or baseball or basketball, and you have esports.
Well, they had to do this because the NCAA decided not to even touch this topic. They tabled it for another year.
Well, they're going to have to address it soon.
At some point.
I think this is... I think they're getting their ducks in a row for the NCAA to pick it up.
Probably, but once you have this governing body in position here, it's an independent body outside of the NCAA. It's owned by a game publisher.
Okay.
So there may be some kind of conflicts down the road that they have to account for, but this is the first move into a formal esports body for collegiate, for the collegiate area, I should say. And we'll see exactly if the NCAA steps up at some point, but one of the things they got to do with this new governing body, they got to handle the interaction between the schools and the sport. Yeah. If you want to call it a sport, it's a sport. I don't know how else to call esports anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, esports is esports, but it's a sport now. And, they're going to be having buy-ins from the colleges to be part of the governing body. So it's almost going to be like a mini NCAA for esports.
Yeah, like I said, they're trying to get everything ready so the NCAA will take it. Get it organized, Get it organized as possible and, see what happens. And really, organization makes it legitimate.
Yep.
It's legitimate now, but, when you get it organized like that, the people like NCAA will take notice and,
Well,
makes it easier for them to say yes.
And NCAA has to figure something out with this because it's going to turn into a mess at some point for the NCAA.
Yep.
The other two other things happened, and they both involve Complexity Gaming and Jerry Jones.
Okay.
He is making some good moves in the esports arena here. He's got Complexity Gaming is just created, and they're going to be unveiling a Mind Gym.
Okay.
They're doing this in conjunction with Kobe Bryant.
All right.
Kobe Bryant has his Mamba Sports Academy, partnering with Complexity Gaming to create this Mind Gym at the GameStop Performance Center, which is in Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
Okay.
They're going to be offering mental training and recovery activities.
Oof, wow.
Yeah. They're going to have 6 different mental training stations built for both teams and individual sessions. I don't know exactly what goes into mental training stations.
I wonder if this is going to be like any other gym. If you're a private citizen not belonging to any certain team, but you like playing esports, I wonder if you could have a monthly pass or purchase a monthly pass to go in and train yourself.
At some point, you're probably going to see that, but this is just for Complexity Gaming team members. Besides the mental training station, they're going to have, let me read this, they're going to be working with a cognitive scientist to evaluate the results and assist players on their training methods, whether to improve reaction time, stress levels, and they're also going to be having rubber flooring for yoga and other recovery activities. So not only the mental area, they're going to do the physical stuff.
Well, some of these, I'll call them athletes. Some of these are playing 18 hours a day on these things.
Yep.
I mean, they're just sitting there and just, you got to move around a little bit. You got to, that does a toll on your body. So,
well,
and you know what? I got to tell you, growing up with, video games, the big thing was your parents and teachers always said, "Oh, you're going to ruin your eyes" and things like that. I wonder if that's an issue too.
I don't know if there's any vision sponsors.
Yeah, there should be vision sponsors.
Well, they're going to be.
That's a little hint from me.
Well, see, this little Mind Gym is also going to be a sponsor heaven here because one of their first big things are HyperX headsets, which is another brand coming in to help with this Mind Gym.
Oh, wow.
So they got Kobe Bryant's Mamba Sports Academy. You have GameStop, who sponsors the entire center, HyperX headsets. I'm sure you're going to have some kind of, other kind of sponsors coming in, which leads me to the last little tidbit that Complexity is involved with. They did a deal with Miller Lite.
Wow.
Another major mainstream sponsor getting into esports. They have Miller Lite will now be the official alcoholic beverage of the team, for those that can drink, obviously.
Yeah, right.
But it's the first time Miller Coors has done anything in the esports industry. They signed up with Complexity Gaming. GameStop Performance is going to have the Miller Lite Player Lounge.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you something. When you have these events taking place in big stadiums and big expo centers, the fans are going to need to drink something, and so I'm sure you're going to see a lot more.
Again, the legal age fans.
Yeah, the legal age fans.
You got to remember this is video games.
Want beer and other things, so I'm sure you're going to see a whole list of people coming on as sponsors.
Well, you also have Miller Lite producing a docuseries on Complexity Gaming players.
Okay,
so that's all part of this. They're going to be producing the best esports stories from Complexity players, is how they phrased it in their release. So there's a whole bunch of different things going on. They're also going to be providing Miller Lite products and co-branded merchandise to legal age players. I mean, I don't know what the underage players are going to do. I mean, they can't wear Miller Lite gear. I would think they could.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd
I don't
probably be a bad look for you. You probably don't want to have that. But
if it's on the team apparel as a sponsor, you're going to be wearing a Guy Lite badge if you're 18 years old and playing. I mean, is it going to look like the NASCAR? They have a whole bunch of teams.
And all things?
They have a bunch of teams that do that. So at some point, you're going to see an underage kid wearing a Miller Lite badge, unless they're going to have different apparel for the different age groups. But it'll be interesting to see how they handle the legal age versus the underage drinkers, because Miller Lite is the sponsor for the team.
Exit 3.
Okay, we're going to be talking some more Kentucky Derby, and I wish this race would go away now.
Oh, boy, this is the story that never ends.
Well, if you like Kentucky Derby stories, this is heaven for you, because now we have...
This is terrible for the sport of horse racing. This is just awful.
Well, this one, I don't know if it's terrible because it reinforces some of the betting habits, I guess you can call them, because you have an ophthalmologist, an eye doctor.
Okay.
And this is the funny part of the story. He didn't see these signs. He didn't read them.
Well, you don't know that. Well, this is an interesting story. Yeah. I mean, I think this falls on the sports book.
Let's set it up the right way here. An ophthalmologist went. I'm not going to say his name. You'll see it soon enough when he files suit. He stopped at the.
So he's going to file suit against.
He's going to file an appeal with the Gaming Control Board against the sports book.
Okay.
He stopped at the Tamarack Junction Sportsbook, made several bets on the Kentucky Derby, including an exacta bet and a trifecta bet.
Okay.
And he was all set to go and trash his bets and everything else when Maximum Security won the race. But when he was disqualified and Country House won, he had won both his exacta and trifecta bets because of the disqualification. The trifecta bet, which was interesting, paid $11,500 to 1.
Wow.
And he had $40 on it, so he was in line for winning $460,000, give or take a couple bucks. Then you have the exacta bet, which was going to pay him around $150,000 bet. So he's set to win $600,000, plus or minus a couple bucks. Goes up to the teller at the sportsbook where he bought these tickets, and because they had a cap on the type of bets that he placed, he only would win $35,000. Still not a bad haul.
Yeah, but look, my thing is, if you have a cap, then you know what? In the first place, don't take the bet. If you're the sports book, don't take the bet because you're taking this guy's money and and you're saying, yeah, we're going to pay out. But you know what? It's just ridiculous.
It was a William Hill sports book.
Yeah,
but it wasn't one of their pari-mutuel sports books.
Yeah, but still,
there are 17. There are 17 pari-mutuel sports books that are around the state of Nevada that can handle this type of bet, that would fully pay this bet. Mm-hmm. He went to one that had a cap on it. The cap was 150 to 1 on exactas, and payout odds were capped at 500 to 1.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, if you're going to take the bet, then you got to pay the bet. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's an indication of maybe there's a class of bettors out there that really don't know this. Yeah, I mean, you got to read where you're betting, how you're betting, and what kind of caps they do, because a lot of places do have caps on them.
Yeah, well, then they shouldn't take the bet. If they see this and they say, you know what, if you win, we can't pay this because we have it. But they didn't say that. From what I hear, they didn't say that.
They didn't say it.
But they shouldn't have taken the money.
But you know what? That may be procedure from now on.
Well, it should be.
And this might be a good thing for the sports books that have the caps, because now they may have to tell every bettor this is going to be capped at a certain amount.
If you're putting a limit on it, then you shouldn't post the odds, because then if you're posting the odds, you're telling the bettor, hey, you know what? You put this much on, you're going to get this much back. You shouldn't be posting odds, and you shouldn't be taking the bet if you're not going to agree.
Or what they need to do when they're printing out I haven't seen a picture of the teller ticket that he got from the bet, the bet slip. They actually should say on the bet slip what he's going to win from that place. If it said he was going to win $450,000, then they got an issue. If they had it set up so that it had the capped amount on it,
yeah, well, we don't know.
He didn't read his ticket.
I don't know what anything says. So I guess that's all going to be. I guess the Gaming Association is going to have to be.
William Hill, in their statement, said he's allowed to appeal the decision in front of the Gaming Control Board,
which is good.
And he's going to do that. He didn't cash his ticket. He didn't throw it away. Didn't do anything. So he's going to go fight. And I don't know how often the bettor wins versus the book in these types of situations. I've seen so many different opinions already on this that some people say that the board will favor the bettor, not the book. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the actual procedure is for an appeal.
I hope he gets his money, because you know what? If you put your money down and they accept it, guess what? They should pay out.
Unless it's clearly marked that you're not getting your full payout.
We'll see.
Exit 4.
The world of baseball is now welcoming marijuana sponsorships.
Okay, I did.
Now, I'm not saying it's Major League Baseball. It's an independent league in Portland, Oregon. It's
Oregon. Is Oregon a state where that's allowed? Or
it's legalized marijuana in Oregon.
Oh, I guess
it's the independent West Coast League team, the Portland Pickles.
Okay,
they have the first ever CBD sponsorship in baseball, and they have.
Are they going to have like a CB? Would you say CBD?
CBD.
CBD. Are they going to have the CBD nights?
And in the notes for the show, just so for those who do not know this, CBD is the compound that's in the cannabis plant that is shown to have considerable medicinal properties.
I was wondering what that, because I saw a sign where it's like a roll-on that someone was putting it on their elbow for pain. So it was a billboard.
Well,
It's very weird. I didn't know what that was.
There's two parts to cannabis: CBD and THC. THC is the narcotic.
Okay.
And you take that out, you're left with CBD. That's what everyone you see in the malls, you see.
Yeah, that's
in
why
the
I saw
stores,
it in the
all
mall.
that stuff.
I saw a picture of it in the mall.
And this is what's legalized, being legalized. It's a deal they're doing with a 2-year partnership with Lazarus Naturals. It's a CBD brand headquartered in Portland. Financial terms weren't released, but from what I'm understanding, the cannabis business is huge. It's a $1 billion industry already.
Well, that's what they said. In the coming years, there's 2 big businesses: sports betting and cannabis.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Well, they're showing right now that this could actually work for baseball because they're going to be having Lazarus Naturals. Boy, I'm having trouble saying that word. Is going to be the presenting sponsor for a series of summer concerts at the park, at the stadium.
Wow.
They're also going to be having the Lazarus Naturals Veterans at the Park program for Army veterans to win. Every time they're having one of these nights, they have a chance to win 5 tickets to sit in the Lazarus Naturals Patriot Box, which is a luxury box at the park. And of course, throughout the stadium, during home games, Lazarus Naturals products will be sold to people attending the games.
Wow. Hey.
So it'll be interesting to see how this one goes because this is the first kind of deal ever for a cannabis product in a major sport.
Well, as I said before, minor league teams have the best promotions. So
they have the freedom to try things.
Yeah, right. So, support your local minor league baseball team.
Yeah.
So I guess that will do it. And just want to remind you that this week's trip down the Turnpike was brought to you by Drizzly, your online liquor store. Available in over 95 cities across North America, Drizzly offers a huge selection and competitive pricing with a side of personalized content. Now there's no need to leave the house. Get alcohol delivered in less than an hour by Drizzly. Head on over to drizzly.com and order today. And now get $5 off your first order of $20 or more when using our promo code DRINK19 at checkout. Shop beer, wine, and liquor with drizzly.com.
And as always, to get in touch with Turnpike Sports, you can call or text us at 609-512-5910, 609-512-5910. Hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. Our handle on both of those is at Turnpike Sports. Email, as I said at the top of the show, is info@turnpikesportsradio.com. Don't forget to catch the show on your smart TV through Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. A link to our smart TV channel is up on the website, turnpikesportsradio.com. The show is also distributed through iHeartMedia, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and YouTube. And after the commercial break here, we're going to do a little recap of ICE North America that was held in Boston this past week.
Oh, it was a great time. Brought to you by Clarion Gaming. Boy, they put
do
on a
great
good
work.
show. Good show.
And also, good friend Ari Fox had his casino esports conference as part of that, and it was good to see him.
Yep, great to see a lot of people we know. So it was always nice to touch base with them. Stick around; we'll be right back with more Turnpike Sports. Hey, this is Dave Weishuttle from Turnpike Sports with this week's Bet Flash. ESPN and Caesars Entertainment have signed an agreement for sports betting content. Under the agreement, ESPN will have a studio at the Link in Las Vegas to produce programming with sports betting content. Caesars branding and data will also be integrated into ESPN programs. New Jersey and Pennsylvania have released their sports betting numbers for the month of April. The handle for New Jersey was $313 million, generating $21 million in revenue, with approximately 80% of that handle realized for mobile sports betting. In Pennsylvania, which does not have mobile betting, the handle was $36.8 million, bringing in $4.2 million in revenue. And finally, another state has made sports betting legal. Iowa's Governor Kim Reynolds signed a bill into law making Iowa the 11th state to allow sports betting. It is now up to the Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission to draft rules and regulations in order for bets to be placed within the state. From the seaside to the desert, from the betting lines to the sites online, Turnpike Sports has got you covered. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Turnpike Sports. New Jersey's sports betting market has exploded, and there's so many places to bet it can make your head spin. But PointsBet.com is the one online sportsbook you can't afford to ignore. PointsBet.com has everything a person would want in a sportsbook. Spread betting, moneyline betting, prop bets, you name it, you'll find it at PointsBet. Daily promos that can't be beat, odds boosters you won't find anywhere else, early payout promos, it's all at PointsBet.com. You can bet from anywhere in New Jersey using your mobile device. And now there's even a better reason to sign up with PointsBet.com. Go to PointsBet.com and sign up using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E, and you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. PointsBet is the preferred sportsbook of superstars Allen Iverson and Darrelle Revis. They even have the Revis Betting Academy hosted by Darrelle Revis himself. So sign up today at PointsBet.com using our promo code PIKE and start having some real fun. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. PointsBet. Stay sharp. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
How would you like your coffee delivered right to your door every month, maybe 2 times a month? Well, now that can happen with Bean Genius. Bean Genius sells freshly roasted coffee from some of the best independent coffee roasters in the country at beangenius.com. And Bean Genius actually learns their customers' individual taste preferences, then suggests future coffee blends for them. Well, how do they do that? Well, this is the cool thing about Bean Genius. Over at beangenius.com, they use an algorithm which learns the coffee flavors you like and then pairs up what you like with the coffee that they have in stock. And it's all based upon you. Every time you order, the system learns. The system learns your preferences as you go along and order more and more coffee. And now, all our listeners at Turnpike Sports can get a special offer. You head on over to beangenius.com/subscription, and you'll be able to get 10% off your purchase when you use our promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E, at checkout. That's 10% off at beangenius.com/subscription with promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. beangenius.com, the smart specialty coffee subscription service.
Free stuff is awesome, but free stuff that will spice up your bedroom is even better. Just go to adamandeve.com and select almost any one item for 50% off, and then we'll load on the free stuff. Just enter this very exclusive code, BABE16 at checkout, and you'll get 10 tantalizing free gifts, including a sexy item for him, a special toy for her, and a third item you'll both enjoy. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. Plus, free shipping! Always sent in discreet packaging. Go to adamandeve.com now. Get 50% off plus the 10 free gifts when you enter the exclusive offer code BABE16. That's BABE16, because without it, no free stuff. That's BABE16 at adamandeve.com.
When it comes to online sports betting, PlaySugarHouse.com offers players one of the best experiences in the state of New Jersey. PlaySugarHouse.com offers millions of betting options on the sports you love. They offer live in-game betting on sporting events worldwide, moneyline bets, point spreads, prop bets, play-by-play bets, and many more. All at PlaySugarHouse.com, your new home for sports betting in New Jersey. Take advantage of one of their 12 easy deposit methods to get in on all the action. And now, when you sign up at PlaySugarHouse.com using our promo code PIKE, they'll match your first deposit up to $250. More bets, better odds at PlaySugarHouse.com. Sign up today at PlaySugarHouse.com and don't forget to use our promo code PIKE to take advantage of their first deposit match up to $250. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3-1 odds. Nope. 5-1. Nope. 10-1. You're on.
Welcome back to Turnpike Sports. I'm going to remind everyone that this portion of Turnpike Sports is brought to you by PointsBet.com. PointsBet has one of the best sign-up offers in New Jersey. Go to PointsBet.com and sign up using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E, and you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. So sign up today at PointsBet.com using our promo code PIKE and start having some real fun. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. PointsBet, stay sharp. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You got to get that legal language in there.
Yeah, I know. Boy, I was just watching TV The guy who won, what did he win? $1.2 million betting on Tiger Woods to win the Masters. He bet $100,000 on Tiger Woods to win the Grand Slam, and it looks like Tiger Woods just didn't make the cut this last one.
You know, I was about to say he doubled down on his bet, but he did more than double down.
Well, yeah. Well, not really. He won 100. He was playing house money.
Yeah,
he won $1.2 million. So. It's hard to imagine that $100,000 is a small bet, but you know what? Like I said, he was playing with house money.
Yeah, and golf has seemed to have gotten another life here with sports betting too.
Oh, absolutely. I think it started with the Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson Thanksgiving golf-a-thon. I don't know what the hell they're calling it.
Their pay-per-view match. That
it was so much fun. The greatest part, we were sitting in a bar in New Jersey, and of course we were sitting there with our
sports betting apps
on our phones, and it was just so much fun.
New Jersey is where your phone becomes your own casino.
Yeah. No, I got 3 sports books on my phone.
Technically 4 if you want to.
4, yeah. No,
Borgata.
I forgot all about Borgata because technically I guess I'm in the Borgata system because I'm part of Borgata Casino and Poker, so I have an account with them. So I guess I can start using Borgata.
Yeah, no. So you now have 4 sports books on your phone. I've got 2 with Sugar House and PointsBet. And the technology has been just amazing watching how everything is developing. All these new companies coming in.
The technology is amazing, and what a business it's becoming. And we saw a lot of that business at the ICE North America conference in Boston, Massachusetts, put on by Clarion Gaming. But that was some cutting edge stuff we saw with some of these technology companies.
Not only was it interesting to see the sportsbook companies, but some of the technology surrounding it.
Oh, no, geolocation.
The streaming software.
I was talking to a guy, who, when you're streaming actual games on the air, you on their platforms,
yep.
On online platforms, there may be a delay. So wonder if that's going to be an issue later on down the road. And hearing something like that I never even thought of is something incredible. And
the phrase you're looking for is there may be a latency issue.
Yeah, no, there might be a kind of a when you're talking about in-game betting, you pretty much should be streaming the action as it happens. There shouldn't be a delay, and it's very curious to a lot of that was on some people's minds there how that's being happening, and to see the technology now is absolutely amazing, and how people pay and get paid. We saw some of those companies there too.
The payment companies.
It's something that
what are they called? Payment processors.
Yeah, payment processors. There's a lot of them out there, and it's really interesting to see that aspect of the business.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see the inner workings of how the entire conference went on. It was the first one they did in America. Yep. And they've been doing ICE for years over in London. They have a whole bunch of other events, Clarion Gaming.
So next year's is going to be in Las Vegas.
From what I understand, yep.
So that should be fun.
Yeah, they're actually going to be doing it in a place that has sports betting.
Yeah, it was a little weird to do it in Boston, Massachusetts, but it was a great site. It was.
They chose it because of the history in the town
absolutely.
And all that. It was actually great to meet some of these people. I mean, you had the ICE event going on. Inside the ICE event, they had the Casino Esports I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, Ari. Casino Esport Conference.
Yeah, no, that drew a lot of people. We have
a lot of interesting topics discussed.
I don't know if you want to throw some pictures up on the thing, but no, there'll be
some stuff on our smart TV broadcast.
But it was an absolutely amazing event. I mean. It's one of those things. It's one of those events where you walk away smarter about the business you're involved in.
And it was interesting talking about to some of these sportsbook platform people where they're actually going to try and get their sportsbook technology in. Some of them were shooting just for the tribal casinos.
Mm-hmm.
Others were actually hooking up with some major things in New Jersey. We talked to Superbook.
Oh, yeah, boy.
They confirmed they got something in New Jersey coming.
Well, yeah.
They can't say where. They can't say with who.
And they can't say if it's mobile or brick and mortar. So, we tried. We asked.
Well, we got part of the confirmation.
Yeah, right.
How's that?
So we're hoping.
And also, it was good running into some of these other people. I know One of the guys I talked with was with the company that's working with the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the fantasy sports game.
That's interesting. I guess we'll hear more about that in the coming months. So it should be really interesting. I like the fact that the Hall of Fame is getting involved in this.
Well, it's only for a fantasy game,
but it's still they're really engaging with the fans and engaging with something that really is popular with the fans.
Well, you got to realize a lot of these things can't be talked about, and a lot of these things are also being set up not only just for fantasy but also for sports betting at some point.
Sure.
Because where is the Hall of Fame?
Oh, no.
Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio's one of the states coming down the road that may be passing sports betting soon.
They would have to, because Pennsylvania is,
Yep.
is starting really to ramp up their sports betting operation. So Ohio would do well to get involved.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to watch. And just to make everyone aware, the company that's working with the Pro Football Hall of Fame, they can't talk about it anymore because the Hall of Fame told them to stop talking about it for a little while. Bet Construct. Mm-hmm. They can't make any announcements until mid-June, so we'll have them on closer.
Everyone has to make their announcements when the PR people say they can make their announcements,
and it makes sense. I mean, you made this deal. It sounds like, from what I originally read from the initial press release from the Football Hall of Fame, by the way, it's going to be an interesting game to see exactly how they can leverage the Hall of Fame brand with a fantasy sports game.
Well, I guess we're going to know more about that later on. So,
great first event for ICE.
Looking
forward to working with them on a consistent basis with a lot of things we're doing. And next thing up is the East Coast Gaming Congress.
Oh, yeah, can't wait for an Atlantic City. And what are the dates for that?
June 12th and to the 13th.
Yep.
2 days.
2 days.
And again, esports is going to figure into a big part of it. Sports betting is going to be big. And East Coast Gaming Congress is not a trade show. ICE had a huge trade show attached to the panels and everything else. ECGC is a little bit more of educational stuff, with a lot less exhibition.
Yeah, it's kind of like more of what we do as gaming attorneys.
Yeah,
we kind of that's kind of our
nuts and bolts,
the nuts and bolts of everything. But you know what? The great thing about these conferences, you go there and you leave excited about what's coming down the road. I mean, we were teased a little bit with the people there of what's coming out. What's I can't talk about this yet, but this is happening. I can't say where we're going, but this is happening, and so it makes everything a little more exciting.
Yeah, and it's great to see the different types of entities getting involved in all the aspects of the casino gaming industry. How they're all converging, as a matter of fact, between casinos, esports, sports betting, fantasy sports. It's all coming together, and they're really coming under one roof. Mm-hmm. And it's great to see how this is developing.
Well, I can't wait for Atlantic City, though. The East Coast Gaming Congress is always fun. East Coast Gaming Congress is part of my year. I love it. I look forward to it because it's such great information, and it's run in such a way that it is just it's outstanding.
And just to give both of them plugs, IceNorthAmerica.com is for Ice North America with Clarion Gaming. And then East Coast Gaming Congress, you can go to eastcoastgamingcongress.com and take a look at what they're doing for this year's conference, and also look back on previous year's conferences.
Yeah, maybe you'll see our picture. Probably not. I wonder if I stepped in front of anyone's camera. I gotta take a look.
It's always weird going to the Congress because I don't even notice the guys filming everything, and all of a sudden you see film everywhere.
I think I saw a picture of you in one of them. I think it was like one of the cocktail parties or something like that. I think I saw you.
Don't ever have this guy here again.
Yeah. Right.
So we're looking forward to seeing everybody at the East Coast Gaming Congress. And thanks to our new friends over at Clarion Gaming for having our show as part of the ICE North America event.
Yep, and this portion of Turnpike Sports was brought to you by PointsBet.com. PointsBet has one of the best sign-up offers in New Jersey. Go to PointsBet.com and sign up using our promo code PIKE, that's P-I-K-E, and you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. So sign up today at PointsBet.com using our promo code PIKE and start having some real fun. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. PointsBet, stay sharp. Must be. Oh, wait, no, I got to do the legal thing. Must be 21 years or older and in New Jersey to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sorry for stepping on you, but I did forget to say something in the first part. Don't forget to order your International Bikini Team calendar. Ordering information can be found by emailing info@internationalbikiniteam.org.
Well, another great week, another fun time with Ice North America. I'm looking forward to Atlantic City. Doug, have a great week, and have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next time on the Turnpike.